Pluto in Aquarius is bringing the changes to the workforce. We are in the biggest transitional period a lot of us have seen since we've been on this planet. Not only is the United States finishing their Pluto return this year, but Pluto is about to wrap up a 250-year cycle. What does that mean? Big, massive change on the horizon for humanity. This is really all just a build-up into 2027 when we shift from the human design incarnation cross of planning into the sleeping phoenix. This is such a big deal for humanity, but specifically the workforce. I did a class on this in my membership community, talking about how this shift of Pluto into Aquarius is really going to affect our workforce and what people are doing to make money. Because for the last 15 years, we have been focused on structure, discipline, traditional ways of making money that arguably were passed down to us and are the result of conditioning and weren't made to last to begin with. But those of us that aren't used to doing things differently to make money and like figuring out ways to be entrepreneurial or like innovation focused when it comes to how we're making money are gonna have it really difficult. If you've been following me for a while, you know I've been talking about this for a while and how important it is to have an entrepreneurial mindset through this big shift, or just in general have an innovative mindset of like, okay, how can I pivot? Because that's all the time period we're in, and doing things like we have been doing them is not gonna work anymore. For most of us, it's just not. I literally have been seeing such amazing examples of this lately. I drove to the city last week and was at this major intersection stoplight, and all of a sudden all these guys come up with like those squeegee things to wipe off people's windshields, and they like wipe off half of everybody that stopped at the stoplight's windshield, maybe even more than half. I didn't watch like who all they went to, but they probably charge for that service and make a ton of money every 5 minutes when the light is red and they have customers there to wash their windshields. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. How can you be innovative and capitalize on opportunities that maybe you didn't see before to make money? I've been an entrepreneur for about 7 years, and I have pivoted so many times when something stopped working for me. And that's the kind of mindset we have to have during this I don't want to call it a crisis, but during this big time of transition. Of like, how else can I make money, and how can I take this matter into my own hands as opposed to relying on other people to accept my job application in order to get paid like 4 weeks from now once you get onboarded and trained and blah, 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 blah. Like it's bullshit, and that is the outdated system that is crumbling for most of us. We are moving into a time period where your gifts, your services, what you can bring to society, your community are needed. And it might take a little bit to figure out what that is. I know for me, it took a couple of years of trial and erroring and to like figuring out what I liked versus what I didn't, and what worked for me versus what didn't. But that's ultimately how I've gotten here, created a successful business teaching astrology and human design. And this has been my full-time thing for 3 or 4 years. And truly anyone can do this. Anything is possible with the internet. What you want to do is never too saturated. You don't even really need to niche down. You just need to try out different things and see what works and what you love the best. Do you already have an idea of what that is? Let's chat about it in the comments. This has been a huge topic lately in the live Q&As I've been doing in my membership community. So if you want to learn how to make the most of this, come join the conversation, come join the community.